my pretty awkward friend, and welcome back to our Friday Heart to Heart episode. I'm actually recording this in New York. I am visiting family. I'm at my in-laws' house right now. We're actually having a really beautiful ceremony for my father-in-law who passed away last year. He's getting inducted into the Hall of Fame at our old high school because we all went to the same high school, which is pretty cool. And it's going to be a really, really, really special night. So I'm hanging out with my in-laws for the day, and I'm doing some work in his office. And just it's very bittersweet being here. We're so close with this family, and we love them so much. And it's also sad because it just brings up a lot. So it's it's been a really great trip home. It's been nonstop, I feel like. Although last weekend, besides looking at apartments with my husband, we went to go look at apartments because we are wanting to come back to New York more permanently and do half the time here, half the time in Vegas like we used to, probably by the end of the year. That's the goal. But besides that, last weekend, man, I was just horizontal. I literally stayed on the couch and we watched Selling Sunset and other trash TV and just had, well, not trash. We watched Ted Lasso, which is the best show ever, and just had a really needed lazy do nothing weekend, and it was amazing and so beautiful. But since I recorded my last heart to heart, I have surprised my mom, and she was so surprised that I came home a week earlier than planned, and we got a lot of quality time together. I got to hang out with my sister, which was amazing. And again, it just kind of like reiterates why being near family is so important to us. Like, we love being in Vegas, and my dad's there, and we really, really need to be there for him right now, of course, especially as he's, hopefully going to get better and all that. And I'll give you a quick update on that. But we definitely want to be there for him, but we love being near our family. Everyone else in our family is here in New York. And so it's really tough being away that long. And I haven't been home since December. So it was just really beautiful to spend all this time. I go back in a few days, but this week has been a pretty busy week. I've had a good amount of client work, and between that and some family things that have been going on, and then I'm having an in-person VIP day in New York City tomorrow. I went to visit my girlfriends in the city last night for dinner. It's been a lot. It's been go, go, go. And I'm actually going back to Vegas by myself on Saturday. And then my husband is coming back with Luna the following Thursday. So I'll have like 5 days by myself, which I'm really sad because I hate sleeping without Luna. Of course, without Mike too, but let's be honest, without Luna, like I just love cuddling with her. So I'm going to miss her so much. But besides that, it's going to be good to have some really focused alone time because I am in major creation mode. I'm currently creating a lot of content for my SOSA program. I redid a lot of the curriculum, not everything, but like the parts that I did redo are like meaty, like very meaty. And I just redid the whole content module. And so I'm going to be filming all of those videos next week because they go into the portal the week after. And it's also going to become a self-paced course that people can buy. So I will be selling a content course in a few weeks. So get ready and rearing for that. It's going to be amazing. I'm so pumped about it. And it's literally the content module inside of SOSA, which is so huge. Everything from how to attract new followers with your content, how to nurture current followers, how to sell when you're in a launch, how to sell evergreen, creating a content calendar. So much. I can't there's 4 parts to this one content module, which is why I'm also making it a course that I'm going to have available to you. Because when I really look back at what I've gotten asked the most, some people who weren't quite right for SOSA, who maybe were a little bit further than that, or had a lot of already the things that we went over in the program already established, they really wanted this piece. So I'm really excited to make this a standalone offer. I don't have a ton of self-paced courses, so I'm really, really excited. And this is something that I don't think you need a ton of coaching around. Like, you can really learn it and get some guidance. And really with content, it's about making it your own. So we definitely go over that in there as well. So be on the lookout for that. That's going to be amazing. But I actually have a masterclass that I'm going to be hosting, and I'll make sure I put the link to the masterclass in the show notes so you can register. It should be ready for you to register, but it's going to happen on Wednesday, June 7th, totally free at 1 p.m. EST. and it's going to be called Content Calendar Magic, free masterclass to ignite your Instagram success and sign clients with ease. So this will be a really great way for you to figure out if this course one is for you or not. But regardless, I really recommend going, even if you don't have this on your radar that you want to buy this course, you're not interested in it, this class is going to still help you. I'm going to go over the step-by-step process to create a highly effective content calendar tailored to your business goals. And I'm going to break down my latest 78K launch content and the thought process that went behind each post. So it's going to be so value packed. I cannot even tell you. So I'm really pumped about that. Again, we'll put that in the show notes. What else do we have going on? Gosh, Thursday or tomorrow, VIP day. Friday, we're going to spend time with Mike's family and then relax. And then Saturday, I fly back. And I'm not going to lie, I have a lot to do when I get back, like filming those videos. I already wrote the masterclass slides, but getting the sales page ready for the content course, getting the emails ready for the promo. Like I still have to do all that stuff. So it's going to be a busy few weeks, which is why I'm like not sad that I won't be with Mike, because I need like a lot of alone time. But once he's back, I'll be really happy. We don't like being away from each other too long anymore, which is just crazy different from a few years ago. It's so wild. Now we're like little wimps and we don't like to be away from each other more than a week. It's quite funny. So yeah, that's what's been going on. It's been amazing. Like I love being with family. I love coming back here, but as anything, I'm sure if you visit family and even if you have an amazing relationship with your family, like I do, it's a lot when you're bouncing around. And that's why we can't wait to have our own place here again. And because we feel really grounded. And honestly, Luna does too. Like she's definitely a little bit more anxious when we come because we're bringing her from my mom's we stay with my mom's half the time and his Nana half the time. We're from Long Island, New York, and my mom lives on the eastern part of Long Island, and about an hour-ish away, a little bit more than an hour, his Nana lives. And so we stay on the western part half the time. And so it's a lot of traveling back and forth, and it can be a little overwhelming for her. But we love it. We love being with family, but it's definitely different when you don't have your own space and your routines. And it's hard for me to keep up with my routines like I usually do, but it's definitely teaches me grace and going with the flow and all of that. So really excited to just kind of get back to that routine. And I have a lot going on in June. We've got 2 retreats. I'm hosting a retreat for my mastermind. They're coming in the day after my birthday, which is so exciting. That's how I'm celebrating is with my clients, which is great. And one of the mastermind girls, her birthday is actually the day of the retreat too. So that'll be really fun. Gemini power. And then I have a retreat I'm going to, the mastermind I'm a part of, the week after. And then right at the tail end of that, literally the last day of the retreat, I fly to Tampa, and I speak at one of my really good friend Eve's, her event that next day. So it's like bing, bang, boom. I'm going to come back from that and pass out. It's going to be wonderful. But a lot going on. June is a packed month, and it's my birthday month. My birthday's on June 14th. So you can mark that in your calendar now. So it's, just a lot going on, but it's going to be really fun. I'm going to see friends in California. I stay with my best friend. Anytime I go to Southern California, that's where the retreat I'm going to is. And then my clients are all coming to Vegas. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So this was, a ton, just a quick update for you, but I want to just close this episode out. Well, not close it out. We're not done yet, but I wanted to just talk about 2 things that came up this week. One that I talked to a lot with my, one of my really good business friends, one of my business besties, if you will. We were talking together about just the disappointment when people default on their payments. And I know that you probably weren't expecting that coming. And it's funny because both of us rarely experience this, which is pretty great. I think it's because 1, we deliver on what we promise. I think that's a huge part of it. And 2, we make it clear what the contract is and what the deliverables are and what the commitments are and all of that. But this week, both of us experienced that, and it was really frustrating. And it was really, really frustrating. And we were both like commiserating together, and we're like, what is happening? This never happens to us. Why is this happening now? And so it was really great for us to just kind of have each other and talk it through. And I just want you to know, if you experience this, like, it's so normal. Every single business owner, no matter how amazing they are, no matter how much they deliver on what they promise, no matter how much they warn people, they have systems in place, blah, 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 you're going to have that happen. It's going to happen. It's inevitable. I rarely have it happen. I've not experienced it a lot, especially not with any high level clients. So when it does happen, it can be very jarring. Like both her and I this week kind of responded the same way. We were like, why are we so triggered by this? What is happening here? Like, it's not about the money. It's not about the money. It's not about having that money in the bank at all. It's the principle of you've delivered a service. You've already delivered something. You've coached someone, and it's like a respect thing, you know? And so both she brought it up first. And then I was like, I'm kind of going through the same thing. I'm glad you brought this up. And we realized like one thing at the end of the day, no one ever goes into a contract or ever goes into something. It's going, I'm going to default on payments, right? So one thing I encourage you to do if this happens is to take a little bit of grace in the sense that try to put yourself in their shoes. Obviously it's so tough when that happens to people. If they're put in that position, like it's embarrassing, it's frustrating. Like I always try to do that. I always try to put myself in their shoes and go, how can I like really see it from their perspective and give them grace while simultaneously holding them to a contract and what they committed to and helping them make it possible, right? Especially if you've already delivered on the service, if it's like an extended plan or something like that, or they're delayed and you're still giving the services. I normally recommend if someone is late on payments to pause the contract and not give the calls until they're actually paying on time. But I know obviously that's not always possible. So I just felt like called to share that because I was like, I don't have too much to talk about business wise this week. We're in a lot of creation mode. I'm in a lot of client serving mode right now, especially with the new SOSA students crushing it. Oh my gosh, it's been 3 weeks and they're the wins are already wild. I'm just so proud of them hitting the ground running. It's been absolutely amazing coaching them. The next round will be in the fall, so make sure you get on the wait list. I'll put that link also in the show notes for you. But that's what's been happening. Not like too many things to talk about, but this was something that I was like, if her and I are both experiencing this right now, and we rarely do, I'm sure someone else out there is. I don't know if it's a summer thing. I don't know what it is, but I wanted to just talk about it and bring it to light. And that kind of brings me to my next thing that has been happening is I'm signing some new private clients and VIP days and my one-on-one packages. I was running a special this week. And so I had a few people inquire and I just locked in a couple private clients. I have one spot left for my modified private coaching. And I'm really excited about these people. Like they're just so freaking epic. And it's just interesting because we're going into summer and this big narrative of people don't buy during summer, people are not working during summer, everyone's disappears. It's just not true. Now, yes, is summer trickier for some industries, specifically like the health industry? Yes, it definitely can be for sure. That's been seen. Like we can see that every single summer. A lot of times health coaches incomes will dip or certain programs, right? But not all the time. It doesn't have to be the case. Even for the health industry, it doesn't have to be the case. And so I just encourage you to not buy into that belief, especially if you do sell something that business owners buy, for example. You don't stop your business just because it's summer, unless you have a seasonal business. Then obviously that's different if you're like a ski resort or whatever. But if you're selling coaching or service, like to other coaches or services or whatever, they're not stopping. Like I might pull back a little bit in the summer, but a lot of times when I'm pulling back front facing, like July and August, we're not going to really do too much front facing. June, we're selling the content course and then enrolling for my mastermind. So June's a pretty big month for us. And we'll probably do a little bit of, if we don't fill all the spots for the mastermind, we'll move it into July as well. But that's the focus. And then July and August, we're doing more behind the scenes work, more funnel work, back end stuff to really prep for the fall. That's the time that I personally get help. That's when I reach out to coaches and mentors or buy courses and stuff because I want to prep for the fall. So if you're in the business realm, use that as such a marketing piece. Use that as a reason that people should not wait until after summer. They should be ready for the fall, right? Now is the time to get ready for it. Doesn't mean you have to work 24/7 during the summer. Doesn't mean that you can't take vacations. I'm doing all of that stuff, right? I'm definitely going to have lower or lighter summer days and less hours worked for sure. But it doesn't mean that we totally stop usually, right? And so I just don't want you to go in going, oh, this is going to suck. It's going to be a slow season. It does not have to be. It does not have to be at all. In fact, I've signed some of my highest ticket clients in the summer, again, to prep for that fall season. So it's really about also how you position it and message. Same thing with your health and wellness. If you're in the health and wellness industry, think about how they can use this summertime to, again, prep for the fall, prep for the next season of their life, whatever it is, helping them see that it's not worth the wait. right? And there's so many options. You can modify offers. You can create more lower ticket, less time intensive offers. You can modify certain offers you have, maybe taking off a lot of one-on-one and having it be less where they have to show up at a certain time, but can go through something more self-paced. How can it complement the lifestyle that they already have? So that's something I really wanted to talk to you about because man, people buy. They're buying right now. They're buying in this season, even though we're going into summer, and even though people, we all think everyone disappears, they do not. I can promise you that. So yeah, a lot going on. I know this was kind of a short and sweet one, but I'm off to go hang out with my fam and relax and just spend some really good quality time. But I still wanted to get you an episode out and just update you on life and what's happening. We're going to have some really good episodes coming out soon. And then I'm lining up some really amazing interviews in June that will be coming out during the summer, like really amazing interviews. I cannot wait. It's going to be epic. So many awkward time interviews coming your way. Make sure you go register for that masterclass that I'm hosting on June 7th, Content Calendar Magic. It's going to be freaking epic. If you've been to any free stuff of mine, we go above and freaking beyond. We always should charge buco bucks for our stuff and it's free. So make sure you register. Go to the link in the show notes. The link for the So wait list is there as well. And I hope you have an amazing, amazing rest of your day and I'll see you in the next one.